Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in today's video, I'm going to do something that I generally don't do. That is speak on a drama between two very powerful individuals. Okay, I normally don't get into this, but it is so compelling. I really wanted to share my opinions with you. And I would like to know, what do you think? Okay, it's about Ben Shapiro versus Candace Owens. In case you do not know who they are, I'll be sharing with them in this video. They work together with Jordan Peterson. I'm pretty sure at least you would know that. Okay. So I'll give you my thoughts, you give me your thoughts, and let's see if we can reach a middle ground. All right. In case you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, also Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and people book my services for coaching consulting when they want, personal or professional coaching or, solutions about life. They're just confused about a couple of things, or they want a different perspective. I have 7,000 videos. Have a look at them. You'll come to know why my perspective is unique. Okay. So now coming to Ben Shapiro versus Candace Owens. Now, I admire both of them. Absolutely admire. Although I don't agree with everything that they say. Ben Shapiro, I mean, he literally, this guy, he is such a fast talker. You have to Google search and listen to him talk. I mean, if you thought I speak fast, like my speaking rate is roughly maybe, let's say, 150 words a minute. This guy can speak maybe 300 or 400 words a minute. He speaks so fast. And why he's famous is when he gets into a debate, if you attack him with something, he will not only give you the answer immediately, he will think of something else and give you, maybe for every point that you gave him, he will give you 20 points. It's pretty scary. I mean, he is one guy I would be very afraid to get into a debate. And remember, he's not like Dr. Zakir Naik. He's another Muslim preacher of India who memorizes and spews bullshit. Okay. Ben Shapiro gives you actual facts, and he presents it in such a way that it's a treat to behold for a person who's into public speaking. He's like the Mount Rushmore, There's only one time in Ben Shapiro's entire career where he completely messed up, was when he was being interviewed by a British presenter. I'll see if I can find the link. One British presenter, and he messed it up. Let me see if I can get it right now. 1 second. Ben Shapiro gets owned by British presenter. Let's see if I can get Andrew Neil. Yes, Andrew Neil destroys Ben Shapiro in a BBC interview. You need to watch this, huh? You seriously need to watch this because, just imagine the guy always does a perfect job. Okay, this is 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And he completely was not in his element. But I want you to see it. So if you see Piers Morgan, if you like Piers Morgan, you like Andrew Tate, Ben Shapiro is class apart. Okay, so, but I don't agree with many of his views. Okay, even though I don't agree, I still admire the guy. Like, he believes in Americans should have guns. I don't believe that should be a necessity. He supported that boy who went where there was violence and he shot. I can't get the name of that guy. He supported him. I found that, very poor taste. His logic is sometimes stupid. And he and Daily Wire believe abortion should be illegal. You should have a child whether you want it, you don't want it. And I just don't see the logic over there. Okay, having children when you don't have the capacity or you don't want it and you're forcing others. So there are a couple of issues which I don't agree with him. Okay, but otherwise, He is a genius. But one of the biggest points that I don't agree with him right now is he is hardcore a supporter of Israel and what Israel is doing to Palestinians. And he literally, seriously, he literally endorses the fact that Israel should wipe out, Hamas, and the casualties being Palestinian children or women. That's part of the game. And so I was very surprised. Even Jordan Peterson saying, "Give them hell." It's very, very surprised. Like, that you don't have the humanity that just because they're Palestinian or Muslims, they should die. Women and children, or let's say a man who's a family person, like, what have they got to do? So I can't understand where this kind of hatred spews from. So I admire the guy, but I don't agree with all his views. Now, Candace Owens, on the other hand, and by the way, they are all religious, very much Catholic and all. He's Jewish. Now, Candace Owens is she's also an American commentator, author, TV presenter, very talented. Okay, she's 34. Ben Shapiro is, what is his age? 39. Okay, very talented, very gifted. Oh, you should listen to her talk. She can literally floor you with her debating skills. Okay, she is very intelligent. It's a treat to watch her speak. But once again, she has certain opinions which I don't agree with. Like, she believes that you should be married, you should have children, you should procreate. Being single is bad. Okay, there I'm a little different. She also is anti-abortion, which I think is, each one should be different. So she has a family template, and most importantly, she believes in Jesus and Catholic faith, and also she's a little bit of an opportunist. She even interviewed Andrew Tate, and she endorses him, and she chooses to ignore all other aspects of his controversy. So both of them, I admire them, but there are things which I don't agree with them. But it doesn't matter. See, they work for Daily Wire. Now, Daily Wire is as per Wikipedia, is a conservative news website and media company formed by Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring. His name Boring. Okay. So Ben Shapiro is a co-founder. Okay. Maybe he must be the owner. I'm not too sure. But Ben Shapiro is the editor emeritus. I have to find out what it means. It was created by him. Jeremy is a co-CEO. Caleb Robinson is co-CEO. John Bickley is an editor-in-chief. Okay, they have 115 full-time employees. Okay, so it's a company, sort of. So, and there are a spectacular number of people, or they're very talented, all of them, from Jordan Peterson, Brett Cooper, Candace Owens, Andrew Clavin, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles. I mean, they are all amazing people. Okay, very good at debating. It's a lot to learn. I would just tell you, there's a lot to learn in debating if you watch them. Okay, whether you agree or don't agree with their point of view. And I love the way they go to live events and they completely decimate you. It's I would be very scared to debate with them. They are that good. Okay, so now, having said that, now what happened is, Ben Shapiro went for an event. They have their private events, whatever. So at this private event, he went and stood on a table. And I don't know from where, you're a public figure and everyone has smartphones. You should be aware that someone can film you. So someone filmed him when he was standing on top of the table and he was speaking. And someone asked him about Candace Owens. Now, I forgot to tell you this. Candace Owens, on her show, each one has a show. Ben Shapiro has a Ben Shapiro show, Candace Owens show, Jordan Peterson show. They have a agreement where they can do their own show, but they also have to do for Daily Wire. So Candace Owens on the Daily Wire show, she, the controversial part which she said is, I don't endorse killing of men, women, and children, even if it's Palestinians. And then she said that I believe in America first and not Israel first. We are an American nation. I'm American. I believe America should be supported first. We should not be sending all our resources and support to Israel, just like how they're doing with the Ukraine. So that is what she said. And, I totally understand where she's coming. And she's right. Of course, your country, you should support yourself first. And you should not be, endorsing the murder and, killing of the genocide of innocent people, irrespective which religion or which country. So that is what she said. Now, I don't think she said anything wrong. Ben Shapiro, when he went to this private event, he goes and stands on this table. I guess it's a private event, and he was talking to her. And that is where somebody asked him, what do you think of your colleague Candace Owens? Remember, they're colleagues, huh? What do you think of Candace Owens saying that? And to my shock, to everyone's shock, whoever's seen, it's your colleague. You're supposed to be close. And, they have been featured so many times, sitting together, going together for debates. They launched Candace Owens' show. He was there at the premiere show. And I was very surprised to see what he said this is, what she said is totally disgraceful and this and that.
Yes, the question is about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this has been disgraceful. Without a doubt. I can't close that. Yeah, and she still works for my company. I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
And he threw her under the bus, and that also publicly in front of everyone. You can see it's more like a very, I could see all whites. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. It was maybe a Jewish party or maybe, but all sophisticated audience, you could say. So he threw her under the bus, and I was like, why would you do that? That was my initial reaction, because let's say if you have a colleague or you have someone, you can always say she has her opinion. This is what I would expect Ben Shapiro to say. Look, Candace Owens' opinion is Candace Owens. She has a right to her opinion, though I will not agree with it, but she has a right to her opinion. I just feel that over here she is wrong. That would have been the right way to say it. Instead, he said what she did is disgraceful and this and that. And, man, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, now that video on Twitter, it went viral. And next thing you know is, obviously, people wanted to know what would be Candace Owens' response. Now, remember, she never threw Ben Shapiro under the bus. She never attacked him for his opinion. She just gave hers. Ben Shapiro attacked her and her opinion and even her character, calling her disgraceful, whatever. Now, obviously, I'm sure he didn't plan that this video would go, viral, or someone was secretly filming it. Candace Owens was featured on Carlson Tucker's, Tucker Carlson's show. He is another American conservative, very famous, very viral, very influential speaker. He was before with, Fox News? I was not too sure. Previously, he was with them. Let me just check here. He was with CNN from 2000 to 2005. And then, yes, he went to NBC and finally went to Fox News. Okay. And he supports very much the Republican movement. All right. So now, I don't know, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so he featured Candace Owens and he asked her, like, they had the interview. You need to see that. It's a very long interview. He said, what did you think about it? And once again, Candace Owens didn't throw Ben Shapiro under the bus. She said, I'm paraphrasing, that Ben always has very strong opinions. I don't agree with everything that he says. And, he believes very strongly is right. I don't believe otherwise. Like, for instance, I didn't feel the need to take COVID vaccine. He felt the need. So, and sometimes he can be wrong and he has admitted his mistake. So she didn't throw him under the bus. She didn't attack his character. Very good. Okay. Now he said this. Okay. I thought it was done. Maybe they would talk privately. And then Candace Owens put this on Twitter. And this is what she said. One second. This is what she said. Candace Owens, being the Christian that she is, she took scripture verses. She said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. This is taken from the Bible. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteous sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manners of evil against you falsely for my sake. So this is taken from the Bible. Candace Owens has quoted. And then she says, no one can serve two masters. That's what she's putting. Either you will hate one and love the other, or you'll be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Okay. Now, I do not know if this was like talking about her character, that, I can't be sold for money, because remember, Daily Wire is a business. So it has to support Israel. So I don't know whether she was talking about that, or whether she was saying that maybe others would sell their souls for money, but I'm not the type. I don't know what it was. This is what she gave. Now, nowhere has she mentioned Ben Shapiro's name, and it went to around 14.9 million views. Ben Shapiro responded to this by saying, Candace, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means quit. What are you doing? When you have a problem with somebody, when you disagree with someone, you don't go to Twitter and, air your dirty laundry and insult a person and make it a food fight, man, a public for this thing. Because, when you do it publicly, it becomes back to worse. He should have done it privately. He should have, when you have misunderstanding between your colleagues, between people you're close to, business partners, whatever, talk one-to-one. Sort it out. He could have extended the olive branch and spoken to her, and maybe they could have had a joint session and said, I have my opinion, she has her opinion, we both disagree on a lot of issues, but there's no drama between us, we are colleagues. That would have been so nice. Instead, she has not mentioned his name anywhere, and he's responding to her. And the worst part is he's saying, why don't you just quit? Now, he's a co-founder. Maybe he has special powers. I don't know. Okay, but she claimed on Tucker Carlson's show that he's not like the owner. He's I don't know, based in San Francisco, wherever he's based. He doesn't come to the office regularly, so he works remote. So he's not like the owner's power. But man, insulting your colleague publicly like this, and that also you're an influential figure, and that also you have appeared together. You are supposed to be friends, and what are you doing, man? For me, I in as much as I admire Ben Shapiro more than Candace Owens, a little bit more, but I would say you're wrong, man. See, as it is, you're a public figure, and she's also a public figure. You both are colleagues. You both are supposed to be friends. Even if you have a difference of opinion, you cannot throw someone under the bus. I have a lot of people whom I don't agree with. Okay, if they are not my friends or whatever, and I just ignore. If they are if they are my friend and they have an opinion, I just choose, okay, this is your opinion, that's it. If there's someone I do not know and they have a very revolting opinion, whatever, I just delete them. In fact, I've had plenty of people on Facebook who were praising Israel and celebrating. You can praise Israel, but celebrating the death of women and children, and just because they're Muslim or just because they're Palestinian, I'm sorry, I find that very bad taste. And mocking them, I just block and delete such individuals. And what did Candace Owens say wrong? She just said that killing of men, women, and children who are innocent, irrespective of their nationality, irrespective of their religion, is wrong. So whether you're Israel or Palestine, if you're innocent and you are killed or punished for it, it's wrong. I totally support her. I totally agree with her. I don't know. I was very surprised. I'm very taken aback that Ben, out of all his education from Harvard and being such a intellect, his bias towards Israel, towards Zionism or Jews, whatever, is so much that he doesn't see anything wrong in innocent men, women, and children dying. Some of the videos are too much. I can't even see it. I'm not saying don't support Israel. Support Israel. I'm not saying don't support the Jews. Support the Jews. Support peace. Support love. Support human beings. But not support genocide. Don't support murder. I'm against the Hamas movement for killing innocent people. Innocent. You want to fight with the war? Okay, fight. And the same way, I don't mind you protect your country. Yes, you have to protect. But going to hospitals and places where there are children and women and bombarding them and killing them, what is this here? What terrorists are you getting? What secret bunkers are you revealing? Why don't you say it all? Such a sick this thing, yeah. I don't know. I just found very upsetting, especially people you look up to. You never think that they would behave so childish and immature. I mean, you're so educated, you're so accomplished, you're such a legend in your line of work. And this is how you react, that to your own colleague, your own friend, your own person who you work with every day. And just for an opinion. And that also, the person didn't say anything wrong. Just because you're so biased towards a country, religion, or whatever, and you're endorsing killing of others? Come on, man. I was even surprised with when Jordan Peterson said, give them hell. And okay, if you're saying give the terrorists hell, yeah. But you're saying give the people, the innocent people? It's like, for example, let's say your politicians are busy attacking war and you're sitting at home with your family and you're minding your business. Someone drops a bomb and kills your family, and you'll be like, what did I do, man? What did I do? Why did you kill my wife and children? Anyway, this is my opinion. You let me know what is yours. Do you agree, disagree? I would love to know what you have to say. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.